What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to you with that instant basketball analysis playoff edition on Analysis Player. I'm going live on there on YouTube exclusively. And we're going to talk about how the Celtics was able to blow out the New York Knicks and get some revenge after going down 3-1. The series is now 3-2. And Derek White really showed his magic from three, took some tough shots, was able to help them stay ahead, was able to help them get back in the game with the assistance of Jaylen Brown. The bench stepped up. Guys played good defense. The Knicks didn't have their mind right in this game, in my personal opinion, because their defense was nowhere near what it needed to be. Jalen Brunson fouled out early. Towns was a no-show, in my personal opinion, and that just can't happen if you're trying to win. And I also look at it like Josh Hart. He did what he needed to do, was make those spot-up threes. He was able to make them at a good clip. Didn't matter because they were still down by double figures when he made his last one, I believe. And Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby didn't do what they were supposed to do either. They didn't shoot the ball good from three, and they didn't shoot the ball good from the field also. So when you look at this game, this is what you would have expected it to be if Jason Tatum was healthy. The Celtics can make more shots. They have the deeper roster when it comes to talent, and they just have the ability to take over games and go on explosion run that the Knicks normally can't do. And that's why I picked the Celtics to win this series. It looks a little crazy now, but I'm going to stick with it even if they lose, because I am a Celtics fan. Plus, I thought the Celtics was a better team. Plus, I thought they was better coached, and that was my reason as to why I thought they will win this series. But the series goes back to NY. It's going to be tough to beat them in NYC. Brunson's going to be hungry to prove that we should have beat them. They got to play harder. They got to play smarter. They got to play more together. And they just got to take better shots and play better defense. If they do that, they should be able to beat this version of the Celtics. If not, the Celtics are well coached. They understand what they're trying to do. They play together for the most part. And they have guys like Porzingis and guys like that can step up and play better too. So this is a good match, especially with Tatum being out. It puts more pressure on the role players to do more and handle the ball more and make more plays. And it put pressure on Jaylen Brown to be efficient and to be a playmaker and be a defender and to be dominant. He's getting paid $300 million with his contract. He's definitely worth it. We didn't criticize him. We gave it to him without even thinking about it, really, because we know he's going to put the work in, and he's a guy that was just a finals MVP last year, and he's proven that again in a game like this. When we needed them to step up the most, we was able to do it. You can say, well, we felt that way. Y'all should have won game 5. I would say, well, this was game 5. Y'all should have won game 4. I would say that's true. If the Celtics really was the contender that we thought they was, if they really was the team that we thought they was, they should have figured out a way to close that game in game 4. But they was able to stave off elimination and win game 5. And that's just as important because we're not eliminated yet. And we won this game, for people that don't know, 127-102. The game started off with the Knicks going blow for blow, and it was a 32-30 lead that they had in the first quarter. Boston was able to tie it with a 29-27 second quarter. And then obviously Boston was able to open up the scars, and the bleeding just couldn't be stopped because it was a 32-17 third quarter and a 36-26 fourth quarter, leading in a rout in this game. Mikal Bridges, like I said before, didn't play that well offensively. He was decent defensively. I liked how he stayed in front of guys, and I liked how he was going around screens and making things tough. And he didn't have no personal fouls either, but he was 4 of 14 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, and he went 0 from 0 from the free throw line. 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 turnovers, a -25 and plus minus. He ended up having 9 points. If you don't get double figures and you was just amazing in the fourth quarter and you got in double figures in the last game, which was the game 4, you couldn't even get 10 points in 40 minutes. That's a bad look. But you can say the same thing about OG. The only problem with him was he was 1 of 12. He only made 1 3-point shot, and that was all that he did. And he looked it like he was gassed. And he still played 36 minutes. but he was 1 of 5 from three, 3 or 4 from the free throw line, so he finished with 6. He didn't even get double figures. 8 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive, 2 assists, 1 block, 2 turnovers, 3 personal fouls. He's a minus 15 and plus minus. Towns only took 11 shots, which wasn't even what you would think he would take, especially with Jalen Brunson getting fouled out. But he was 5 of 11 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 8 of 9 from the free throw line. He did get 19 points. He missed the double-double, though, because he only had 8 rebounds. 2 of them was offensive. He also had 1 steal, 1 block, 2 turnovers, 4 personal fouls. He was a minus 20 and plus minus. He did a lot of bad fouls, a lot of ticky-tack ones, too. He just got to be better with that since he is their best big. But, I think Mitchell Robinson ended up having a good game. You can say it was really good considering that nobody thought Towns will only play 29 minutes in a closeout game. Jalen Brunson, 7 of 17 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 7 of 9 from the free throw line. They kept attacking him and kept coming at him. But he did try to do the same in this game, so he finished with 22. He also had 1 rebound and 6 assists, 2 turnovers, and he did become a minus 18 in this game, unfortunately. And like I said, Josh Hart, get to the basket, knock down your threes, play make if you can, keep the ball moving, play defense and rebound the basketball if it's loose or nobody's boxing you out. He did all those things, check, 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 check. But he even had an above average game and led the team in scoring tonight. 7 of 15 from the field, 5 of 9 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 1 of was offensive with 2 assists and a turnover. He only had 2 personal fouls, which is good also because he played 36 minutes. He was a minus 24 and plus minus. And then this was a surprise. Thibodeau actually let a lot of the bench get on the court, and that was good to see because his starting lineup looked like they didn't have it. And that was in the third quarter when I was like, man, they just don't seem like they have it. And they ended up getting blown out in that quarter. Precious Achiuwa, 1 rebound. He was a minus 1 and plus minus, no points. Mitchell Robinson was 1 of 3 from the field, but he made all his free throws, which was great to see if you're a Knicks fan. So he was 6 of 6 from the free throw line. He finished with 8 points, but he also grabbed 13 rebounds in 23 minutes, which was great. 6 of them was offensive. He also had 2 steals in a block, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul. He was a minus 9 and plus minus. Really looked like a quality big out there, even though they was hacking them to make sure they can close out the quarter with the lead, but it didn't really happen. But you rather him shoot twos. Well, it was going to be a mid-range, so you rather him shoot those free throws than have somebody make a 3. And it's just the number of percentages that you have to play to slow down the Knicks so they don't make a bigger run. Cameron Payne, 5 minutes for him. He didn't score a basket. He finished as a minus 1 and plus minus. Plus, he had 3 personal fouls, too. Miles McBride was 3 of 8 from the field. He was 3 of 6 from 3, which was really good. And he made some tough ones. 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He ended up getting 3 assists also with a steal. He finished with 1 personal foul. He was a minus 9 and plus minus. Was actually the only guy to score in double figures in points off the bench for the New York Knicks with 11. Landry Shamet got on the court, played 3 minutes. He was 1 of 4 from the free throw line, which was bad. And he had an assist, so he finished with 1 point and was a minus 1 and plus minus. Tyler Kolek, 3 minutes for him, minus 1 and plus minus also. And I don't want to butcher his name. So number 4 played 3 minutes. He was 1 of 1 from the field. He was a minus 1 and plus minus. He finished with 2. The rest of the guys did not play coach's decision, and they couldn't really make a shot unless it was from the free throw line, but they was aggressive. So they got to shoot 40 of them. They finished 32 of 40, 80% from the free throw line. There was 12 of 30, 40% from 3, but there was 29 of 81, 35% from the field. That just can't happen when you're playing against good competition because that turns into steals, blocks, and transition, which the Celtics did all of the above. 12 of them, 12 offensive rebounds, 40 total, 17 assists, 5 steals, 4 blocks, 10 turnovers, and 20 personal fouls. And then the Celtics, they played everybody besides Xavier Tillman. Unfortunately, he was the only guy not to get on the court. Al Horford, I love what he did. He was using his size. He was bumping. He was knocking down threes also. 2 of 3 from the 3-point line. Even got a dunk in there. 5 of 7 from the field. 5 rebounds. 1 of was offensive with 2 assists, a block, a turnover. He ended up having 5 personal fouls. He was a plus 11 and plus minus. He did get in double figures with 12. Porzingis still doesn't look like himself. He was 0-3 from the field, 0-2 from three, 1-2 from the free throw line. Even if he was open, he couldn't really make a shot. He couldn't even catch the ball and be able to go up when they found him rolling to the rim. He only got one rebound in 12 minutes. He did get a block, which is good to see him do that. 2 turnovers in the personal foul. He's a -12 and plus minus. He finished with 1 point. He has to do better. We need him to do better if we're going to try to pull off the upset. If it's possible to do it, we have to do our part to get it done. Also, Drew Holiday, 33 minutes, 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 3 from the three-point line, 2 of 5 from the free throw line. He ended up having 14 points, 7 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 5 personal fouls. He was a plus 23 and plus minus. It was an iffy game because of the fouls that he kept committing, but he was playing hard. He really wanted to help this team win. He took smart shots. He ended up doing real good defensively when he didn't foul, and he did keep the ball moving too, which is what he normally does. He plays the right way on both ends of the court, and I think that that's something that we appreciate him for. And you can say the same thing about Derek White. It was his game, 9 of 16 from the field, 7 of 13 from three. He even went 9 of 11 from the free throw line. He was really looking like the best player on the team in some parts of this game because of his fearlessness trying to score the basketball, and just his confidence reigned supreme in this game. Whenever he had a shot that he liked, he took it. And he was efficient tonight. So it wasn't a bad thing and not a bad mentality either. Plus, we needed somebody to play big tonight, and he was that guy, led the entire game in scoring and the team too. He ended up having 3 rebounds and 2 assists, 3 blocks, 2 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, plus 26 and plus minus. He left it all on the court. He emptied the gas tank, even defensively, and this is the type of game we needed him to have. And then Jaylen Brown was spectacular. 9 of 17 from the field, 3 of 5 from three, 5 of 8 from the free throw line. He seemed so in control, so smart when he was attacking the defense, and he just was getting the shots that he wanted, playing on and off the ball, getting to the paint, kicking it out, keeping it moving. It was nothing that he can do wrong tonight. He only had 2 personal fouls and 2 turnovers in this game, but he had 12 assists and 8 rebounds, with 2 of them also being offensive, in a steal with 26 points. All we can say is, could you score even more points? But blessingly today for him, his teammates had his back. Baylor played 3 minutes. He was 0-1 from the field. It was a 3 that he took, no free throw, so he finished with 0 points and 1 personal foul. He's a +1 and plus minus. Torrey Craig was just out there for fouling, but he did take a 3. He missed it. He also had 4 rebounds, and 1 of them was offensive. He had 1 personal foul and no points, but he finished as a +1 and plus minus. Sam Hauser, I liked his 3-point shooting today, 2 of 5 from 3, 1 rebound, 2 assists, and he did have 2 personal fouls, 6 points. That was a good game. We need him to continue to be in part of this rotation because his speed, quickness, and activity, and his 3-point shooting ability, and his ability to put the ball on the floor and make the right play is essential to how we play basketball, especially without Jason Tatum, who's a guy that can get his own shot. A lot of these guys can't do that efficiently, but Luke Cornett was huge for us. He ended up playing a big game, 26 minutes for him, 5 of 5 from the field, was getting the ball and finishing at a high level. Also got 9 rebounds, with 2 of them being offensive, with assists and a steal. He had 7 blocks every time they were trying to come over. He was looking forward to playing as hard as he could to close out and finish with a block or a contest, but he did finish with 4 personal fouls. He was a +20 and plus minus. He did get in double figures with 10 points. Kata just came in the game in the last couple minutes and just kept dunking the basketball. He went 2 of 2 from the field. He had 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 personal foul, +1 and plus minus. I knew he would play in this series. I knew what he was going to do in this series, and I'm glad that it worked out for him tonight. And then Peyton Pritchard, we need him to shoot a little bit more efficiently. He was taking some tough ones too that he really didn't have to take. It seemed like he was rushing it a little bit, but he was 6 of 17 from the field, 5 of 14 from 3, 5 rebounds for him. 3 of them was offensive with 3 assists and a steal, +24 and plus minus. He ended up having 17 points, which was the most off the bench. This is the reigning 6th man of the year, and he was able to do things just not scoring, like passing and rebounding and playing a little defense and trying to compete on that end of the court too. JD Davison, 101 from the field, It was a 3-point shot that he made, no free throw. So he finished with 3 points and 1 assist. He was a +1 and plus minus. And Jordan Walsh, 1 from 3. He ended up being a +1 and plus minus with 0 points. And that was it for him. They was 44 of 84, 52% from the field, 22 of 49, 44% from 3, 17 of 26, 65% from the free throw line. That's something that we have to improve on in the next game. If we're going to try to take advantage of every opportunity that we can to put us in a position to win. In 12 offensive rebounds, we beat them in the rebound battle because we had 44 to their 40. We had 27 assists, beat them by 10. That really was a big difference in this game. Also, they was trying to create a lot of shots on their own instead of playing within the flow of an offense, which helped us out, guard them easier. And we always did have great perimeter defenders, even last year, even interior defenders like Porzingis and Cornette and Al Horford. And we don't mind trying to guard you one-on-one to the best of our abilities because that's one of our strengths, as we knew going into this series. 12 blocks, we won that battle. And like I said, we did have 3 steals. We lost that battle. 8 turnovers. We turned the ball over less than the Knicks, so they didn't have a lot of opportunity to capitalize off us and get points off of it. But we did commit more fouls. Like I said, they shot 40 free throws because we committed 25 personal fouls. Other than that, I love what my Celtics did tonight. I love how they played. I love how they didn't make excuses. I love how they didn't complain. I love how they fought. I love how they played together. I love how the offense looked. I liked how the defense looked. And we didn't really do too many things wrong. Even when the game was tied going into halftime, I like what we playing. I like how we playing. I like what we're doing. And I like how we're competing. You know, the best team is going to win. The best team is going to figure out how to get the advantages and the disadvantages. And the Knicks just couldn't keep up. They just couldn't make enough plays. They just couldn't make enough shots. They just didn't understand how to defend us. And when they did, we just made an extra pass, relied on somebody else, or we just had the confidence to let that thing fly. And it was going in tonight. That's the biggest thing that we can say is that if our 3-point shots go in, we would have been winning this series. Besides the fact that we can be hot or cold, we usually are always around average or a little bit above average. And the Knicks caught us sleeping a couple times in this series, and that's why they're still up in this series. But I just like the fact that this team still understood what they should and how they should be playing throughout this entire game, whether we was up or down. We still played the same way. We still trusted that it can work out for us. And it ended up doing that at the end of this game. We ended up being victorious. And I'm glad to see that as a Celtics fan. I could care less if we win or lose this series, because if we're not winning the championship, this is a failure of a season as a Celtics fan. Our goal was to be champions or bust. And if we lose this series, we lost to a team that competed and pushed us and beat us. And if we win it, we still most likely ain't going to win the title anyway. But as long as we got a shot, I like the teams that we can go against. I like the teams that's remaining. I think we can still pull off a championship, honestly, if our 3-point shots go in and we play unselfishly and we defend at a high level and force teams to be uncharacteristic, which we have the ability to do and which we have shown this entire season. Like people say, we're 8-2 without Jason Tatum in the starting lineup. You can make that 9-2 now because that's our record now, and we'll see what we can do in the next game. And that's all we can do for the rest of the games that we play, even if we advance after beating the Knicks in the series, which seems tough to do, but we done did it before. This game is proof of that, and this is a blueprint of how to get it done against them. And that's what we got to continue to utilize to our advantage to be able to advance if it's meant for us to do that. But we got to put in our effort and our work to be able to get it done. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you're new to the channel, I do conversation videos just like this and various NBA-only topics. I also do breakdowns of real footage of legends, current legends, and also future stars and rookies. Also do mock draft and draft coverage. So if you love that type of stuff, I have over 3,000 plus videos on this channel that you can watch and you can enjoy and you can fall in love with. And if you don't feel that way, I upload every single day that I'm living. So you always have something to watch and be entertained by for NBA only type of content. So if you love that type of stuff, this is the channel for you. You will love it and you will adore it and you will need it in your life and you will be addicted to it. I guarantee it. But first, you got to give it a chance. Other than that, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for enjoying. I hope you guys enjoying y'all weekday. Hope y'all grinding, staying positive, staying on top of things, and also putting in the work that you need to and get your rest and your leisure and your fun in there too, as we're almost back to the weekend as quick and fast as that can seem. Other than that, let's make 2025 a better year than 2015. There's no problem with trying to be better and challenge yourself to be better and do better and be more consistent. That's where our goal is this year as a channel. I need you guys to continue to do your part. And that's the 50-50 of why this channel is still around and doing well and having a lot of fun and continuing to be an important part of basketball, because of the fact that you guys love and enjoy what I do and what I make, and I make it for you guys, and you guys like watching it. And that's the reason why I'm still around making content for you guys still to this day. Other than that, hope you guys stay blessed up. Hope you guys are good. And I'm gone for now. And I'll be seeing y'all later today with more analysis. And of course, it's so many other things that I'm planning for the rest of this year if I'm blessed to see it. And you guys are blessed to watch it. So this is not going to be the only thing that's going to be shown. It's going to be so much other things like breakdowns, tributes, summer league content, and also draft content and so much more. Other than that, y'all stay good. Peace out. I'm gone for now. See you guys later today. Hopefully, y'all stay blessed up.